Hey guys, we're off and running. Breadcrumbs at the top if you want to get in touch with me. See my little buddy Tommy Topcoat? He's our mascot. He's saying, "Have I got a deal for you?" Pay attention. This is called Stearns 45-degree window. I'll explain what that means. All right, let me go down a little further. All right, what I'm doing is working with cranberry growers on Cape Cod, which I live in the general area. All right, I call it cranberry sprinkler body redesign. They've been using a particular sprinkler body. I'm making some changes, hopefully for the better. All right. In the process of designing this, I got a machine of samples, right? And here's what happens. I want to elaborate on these words: trick or technique. All the YouTubers I ever saw who made a change of some kind for the better called it a trick. A trick is not in my vocabulary, right? To me, a trick is something that a magician uses or a hooker uses, right? When I make something different, I call it a technique. I don't call it a trick. I don't pull rabbits out of hats, all right? All right, now let me go further. See, it says here, I will demonstrate the redesign in my CAD system. That's right now, right? If I receive enough comments or encouragement, I'll make a video machining it in my shop, showing my technique. It's different, it's cute, right? If I don't receive encouraging comments, guess what's going to happen? I'll be heading to the Senior Citizen Center to color in between the lines. How do you like them apples? Hang on. All right, you're in my CAD system. Here okay, guys, I'm going to try to explain what this video is about. First, we'll start out with the name. The name is Sprinkler 45-degree window. What's that mean? I'll explain it as I go. In the terminology, if some YouTuber develops a different way of doing something, they tend to call it a trick. Where I come from, I don't use the word trick. The word trick is for magicians or for hookers. When I do something a little different from the normal, I like to call it technique, a different technique. Okay? So I'm going to explain my new technique or my different technique. You're in my CAD drawing. I'm going to go over the views, try to prep you, and then when this whole thing's done, I'll go out in the shop and actually do what I showed you in my CAD drawing. Let's start here. All right, I'm going to start right here. See this view? First of all, I live in Massachusetts on Cape Cod, right? Along the Cape, we have a lot of cranberry growers, right? When you grow cranberries, you have to irrigate your bogs or put water on them, right? They've been doing this for years. They're goddamn good at it. They gave me the responsibility of redesigning this thing here called a sprinkler body. That's what you're looking at, see? Sprinkler body, that's the arrow. This view here shows this is all diameter. You can see the outside diameters and the inside diameter. All right? just to make it easier to see instead of all them dotted lines, whatever. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you, I'm going to, see, let me do this. I'll project this so you understand the drawing. Hang on, these thinkers here. See this ID here? I'm going to project it to this view. You see? That's a diameter. And you can see it goes all the way down. Let me get that out of the way. Alright. Now I'm going to show you this point. You see you got a 45-degree opening. Alright? 45 on each side of the center line. Right? I'm going to show you where this comes in right here. See right there, that point? I'm going to project it here. You can see where that 45 ends. Starts and ends and all that shit. Same thing on the other side. It's symmetrical. Alright? What I'm showing here, see it says roll pins 2 times. There's a roll pin here and a roll pin there. We got to get oriented from this flat. See that flat where the mouse is? Right? So the geometry is relative to that flat. Why did I do that? I don't want this angle to cut out these roll pins. So that's as symmetrical as I can get it. Alright? Let me do this now. I'm going to show you why I need that window. I'm going to move this area out of there so you can see it. Alright? Well, alright? Now you can see the outside and the inside. See it? In here, in this area, this is crucial, right where the mouse is. That height, this diameter, and that height has to be smooth. Why is that? Because there's a double lip seal that goes up against that. Alright? Over here on the right, I'm showing the double lip seal. Usually it's flared out. I got it as it would be in assembly, straight on both sides. I'm going to put that double lip seal in there. Alright? So you can see the lip seal in there. See it? It's a double, it's a V lip seal. One lip here, one lip there. 2 lip seals. I'll show you how it works. Alright? Hang on. There's a pipe that goes in here because this disperses water. Let me put the pipe in. Now you can see it in assembly. Here's the water pipe that feeds the irrigation. Here's the lip seal that stops the water from leaking. Alright? Down here, you got a national pipe tap. The water's piped in here, ends up in this area. You see it? Now, as the water tries to get out, there's a gap here. See where the mouse is? The water runs up the gap into that V. See that V? And then it pushes the lip this way. See it? And it also pushes the other lip that way. The water can't exit. It's got no choice but to go up the pipe. You understand? So, all right? The reason I'm opening the window or showing it, I'm going to take one of these, machine it out, and show the finish in there to show that the lip has got a nice surface to sit against. Hang on. Jesus Christ. All right. So that shows how deep the window is. 723. See it here? So you gotta go like that. 723 thousandths deep. See it? All right, now, how would a typical guy do this? I can imagine. Well, they'd take maybe a cent ahead or all these layout tools and start scribing lines here and there in the proper orientation to that flat. Then they'd go and put it in a milling machine vise in a V block. You'd be looking down on it like this, and you gotta start spinning this thing so it's up 90, and there's a whole lot of maneuvering to do to get this exactly like that, right? And now your question is, okay, smart ass, what would you do? Here's what I'm saying. I put this thing in the same V block. I'm looking down on the top of it here. All right? How would I get it at a 45-degree angle? Put it in the V block, just gently turn it, then I take this. See this thing here? That's a 45-degree block. They come, I got it in a set. It's very small. I'm going to put this edge, see this edge? Against that edge. Clamp it, and I'll indicate this edge to make sure the orientation is right. I'll do that for you right now, okay? Hang on, baby. Now you can see that this edge is right up against the flat was there. Now I'll clamp it with some little parallel clamps right here and right here. And that'll be parallel to that. Then I'll run an indicator along here, right? This is not in the center, it doesn't have to be. What it's doing is orienting that flat at 45 degrees. I'd indicate that, all right? Then I clamp the vise, send it back. Now what do you do, pal? Here's where the DRO comes in. Now I'd coax this hole. That's dead center. You can use an indicator, whatever you want. I use a coaxial indicator. Once I'm on dead center, with my DRO, I'd move over 0.187, all right, to get there. And with the same DRO, I'd go down 187. That would put me right here. You see it? Right there. Okay. Now I'm going to take, see it says 3/8 end mill. First I'm going to take a regrind end mill that's smaller than 3/8. Go to this location, pick away at it, go down a little less than 723. This way, 1 inch over on the DRO, same difference here. 1 inch down on the DRO. I'm still shy of this edge by a little bit. Now I put in a brand new 375 diameter end mill. Go to the same locations and trim this edge here. Right along there, right along there. Alright? Then I'd be perfect. You understand? That's all I got. Let me see if that makes any sense to you. Alright? I'm out. Alright, guys, that's it. Make a few comments, I'll get in the shop and I'll make it happen. Thanks for watching, guys.